But let's drift deeper into the towns where actual ugly people lived, the ones without royal painters to flatter them. Imagine you're a medieval villager. You wake up in a one-room house you share with 6 siblings, a goat, and a chicken who seems to hate you personally. You roll out of your straw bed and step outside. Before you've even stretched, 3 neighbors have already decided whether God likes you based on your eyebrows. Most people didn't have mirrors, and the best you could hope for was a slightly polished piece of metal. So almost nobody actually knew what they looked like. They only knew what everyone else said, which is basically the Middle Ages version of social media feedback. If your jaw stuck out, or your nose wandered off in its own direction, or your teeth grew like they were trying to escape your mouth, villagers assumed you were cursed, dangerous, unlucky, or spiritually contaminated. Being ugly affected everything. In fact, occasionally, ugliness became a job. If you were funny-looking, you might get hired as the village fool. Congratulations, here's your hat and your lifetime supply of being mocked. Some people with scars or deformities were cast in church plays as demons or sinners. Typecasting existed long before Hollywood. A few unfortunate souls were even used as visual warnings during sermons. Imagine sitting peacefully in church and suddenly becoming the priest's living example of what happens when you anger God. Thanks, Father Gregory. Very uplifting. Marriage prospects weren't great either. Medieval marriages were basically economic negotiations, and if you weren't attractive, you were often matched with whoever was left over. Families would offer bigger dowries to compensate. "She's not beautiful, but she has a good heart," was medieval code for "please take her. We are begging you." Some people simply never married, and medieval society treated that like a spiritual malfunction. For women, things were even worse. Unattractive women were suspected of witchcraft, envy, infertility, or causing milk to spoil simply by existing. Women with facial hair, crooked noses, or drooping features were sometimes targeted in witch hunts. In many cases, ugly was all the accusation needed. We'll keep this gentle and not dive into anything graphic, but it's important to note that physical appearance could be dangerous. For unattractive men, life was slightly easier, but still bleak.